And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go.
That's crazy.
In each and every ball game.
What use is a tackling ability?
Another first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
McCarthy off the play fake. Touchdown!
Perfect play call for that. And I don't know why my safety just stayed out.
And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
That's weird. It's just weird how sometimes the safeties react and sometimes they don't.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not really a risk of return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
We'll try it. But I'm going to check and see what it looks like first.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Thought he was going to keep running.
Lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Here's Stroud. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Terrible animation.
There for 7 yards. sudden here. It's third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep it.
I was trying to get away so I could hit R3.
Able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. Fights loose. Call that a 41-yard punt.
Wrench around and wrench it off.
And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over a great field position. First and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
There you go. Hang on for help. I wasn't even paying attention. Forgot I was in wide. Normally in wide, I'll pinch.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On play action, McCarthy. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Vikings at 11-5.
Man, I did not realize that was his guy in the flats right there. I thought that was my defender.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The line must be lovely.
Touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up.
I like it.
Here,
I like it.
21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Reaction.
Where
in the world?
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play.
Jokers,
because if they
cover.
Stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something
God dang
here
it.
on third down. And this pass broken up.
Trying to play
And the contact
linebacker right there.
And now fourth down.
Yeah, Glow.
And his kick is good.
All right, defense, you held.
So a touchdown. 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution.
Joker had no stick drift on his.
10-0.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Come on, man.
Tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting And intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed
reach elite.
allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
Was waiting on that safety to make a move and waited too late.
You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
But I should have threw my read. I should have threw it the way I planned on throwing it, but I hesitated there.
Stroud. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought
Hang on to it, Mabry.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
I knew he'd do that. That's his thing. Jump the first, go to the second.
A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback.
But he said, well, you're not going to get me twice.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you.
Oh, man. It's an interception.
He says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's
Thought somebody was coming out to the left. The running back stayed in.
Back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Vikings
Tackle did a good job right there.
Get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll power his way forward.
Dang, that was a good block.
There on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to
The
start
end got left free and didn't disrupt.
In a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this.
It's a weird dive.
And this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Good tackle, good tackle.
Anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle, it doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball.
Watch this bubble out here.
Open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd
And drags, flats, and 1 corner route.
Nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring
Joe
down.
was
But they
tired.
do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. McCarthy.
Ah, shoot.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown,
He was running with him. Oh, he just ran right by him.
touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able
Yep.
to widen their advantage.
I was in 3-4. I was expecting pressure, didn't get pressure.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I didn't check his O-line rating, but they got to be good because my D-line is not getting pressure, like at all.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off. Yeah, and that's always a question. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one not going anywhere.
How was he left unblocked?
For a gain of just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Stroud working out of the gun. Being chased.
Tried to throw it. Tried to get rid of it. Should have took my hat.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, come on.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Just watching this replay. Man, that was right there.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
All right, I'm going to stop gambling.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
God dang it. Caught me on the D-line.
He'll get the carry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the
God dang it.
stripe, they'll look to throw.
He keeps catching me off, like I'm not able to get set.
The Vikings 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
There you go.
Get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
There we go.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 28-yard line.
I don't know if I got out or not.
The first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's coming.
And Stroud now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
Oh, shoot. Wrong play. God dang it. Do I have an audible?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shoot. God dang it. Come on, camera.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Dang it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Not what I wanted to run.
See another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
What are we on? 15? I don't know if I have time to.
Can really generate big plays for an offense.
Probably should take my field goal here. We're going to try one real quick.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted.
A terrible pass.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to
terrible pass.
Check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports.
Trying to just get a quick throw. Get that quick throw and then kick a field goal. Shouldn't have got greedy. Should have went ahead and took my points. But man, that one play hitting the wrong button messed me off.
As we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard here on 3rd and 3.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I ain't got to rush. 6:48 left.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he
Freaking D-end is goated.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try the left side. Hewitt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
I don't really like this play, but we'll try it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stroud. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
Didn't really want to run hurry up right there.
So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this
It is
third
what it
quarter.
is. We're going for it anyway.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun.
Oh, my goodness.
Be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision.
Wow.
For it doesn't pan out, and this defense will
Heck of a dive right there.
Midfield.
Needed to layer it just a little bit more.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, now McCarthy. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
I watch the red zone circles here. Corner route by the halfback.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
No agility. Man, I feel like I can't find my rhythm. There's something I'm looking for in my plays. I'm just not finding it.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is right now.
That's good defense. I thought I actually had that one, though. But he actually beat me to the spot.
What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You way on the other side of the field, bro. What are you doing?
Against a defender trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Hewitt, and he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
That's going to call the play right there. Just trying to hurry up the screen.
Linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud.
Man. This is one of them games, man. God, dog.
This one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Man. It's wide open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Flush to his right.
Trying to get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and
He was just beating my guy.
a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
O-line just can't block, man.
another incompletion.
Yeah, Joker put on the GOAT abilities.
They'll score that in 36.
Superman dog.
Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Oh, wrong play. And I still don't think I have my audible set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage.
There you go. Get there, cuz.
Cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
3rd down and 10. Now McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels
Come back.
doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping
He wasn't ready for it either.
Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
He should have been, but he was about to get burned again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see some
get free.
On the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, my God. That was supposed to be triangle. Oh, my God.
So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand. And
That
with the
sucks.
interception.
Jesus Christ. One of them games.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it
Just one of them
2nd and 9.
games.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 now. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Stroud. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Stroud out of the gun here. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Got his man, Dell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
My bad. I'm sitting here yapping the whole time. I'm on mute. I thought I saw yellow, and I looked down, and I didn't see it again.
Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
How fast did he get in there?
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away. Facing
That was wide open, too.
Fortunate just to get
I'm going to try to get it away, get it all with one play. We'll run this, take what he gives us, get what we can out of it. He's been dropping, so we might have circling X right here.
Back to throw again.
Got to throw it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's crazy work. Illegal man downfield on a freaking screen. Jesus Christ.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Stroud to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th.
Should I take my points? Nope. Gotta get a touchdown here.
You and I working together. Have we ever heard a coach say,
Gotta get a touchdown here.
play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He finds his man Johnson. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave
He ran 2 contain, and I still got a flat route underneath.
Something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked by
That's
Cameron
pick 6.
Bynum.
Pearsall ain't catching nobody. That joker ran inside.
List of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done.
What the heck? Where you going?
Energy in this one, and
Oh, you're going over there.
With a pick 6.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
Man, what?
And now the kick is away.
I didn't know that actually would work. I was just moving my right and left stick.
Come out to the 30.
That's funny.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
I saw him coming. There wasn't no need to throw it. Here's my halfback. I'm just watching.
Third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it.
Finally got some blocking.
Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is
Got to turn it up.
Inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Get in the end zone in, Pearsall. Let's go, buddy. Let's see. If we make it 15, we'll be down by 11. It really won't matter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
How you going to run a screen and not look for the pass?
Scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Come on, buddy.
The Texans say they have it. They do.
Don't go touch the ball.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game.
Knowing you got to
touch that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Got to go 10.
Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, shoot.
Underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
He was blocking. I just knew he was staying in.
Right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that's the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered just their 4th loss all year to bring the final mark to 13-4 overall. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.